As the headline just told you, you're watching video commentary by me, Scott Leffler. And before I even said a word, you're looking at the screen going, what is up with that hat? It's an Olympics hat. See? It's cool. It's cool. It's from 4 years ago, but it's an Olympics hat. And since it is Olympics time, I thought that I'd sport my Olympics hat. I thought it would look pretty cool. And I've been watching a lot of the Olympics, more than I expected to, actually. Soccer mainly because I've decided to be a soccer fan, and so I'm watching soccer so I can get a handle for the sport, although I still don't understand it totally, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. I've also watched some other events, swimming and what else? Oh, beach volleyball. Beach volleyball is cool. But I try to stay away from the girly events like gymnastics, for example. When gymnastics is on, I come over to the computer and do whatever I do there, download porn. The opening ceremony was incredible. No porn there, but it was a lot of fun. $300 million they spent on that opening ceremony. So that's just a ton of money. Did they get $300 million worth out of it? I don't think so. I mean, it was cool and all, but $300 million, I'm thinking no. The president was there. I thought that was kind of neat. A lot of people were upset that President Bush was at the opening ceremony. A lot of people are upset that President Bush is at the Olympics, period. I think that a lot of people are stupid. Why wouldn't he go to the Olympics? There are 80 world leaders there. Why is George Bush, or for that matter, the United States, so special that we shouldn't go? Because China's a horrible place? Well, all right, maybe they are, but they're a horrible place with the Olympics, and the president should be there. It's cool when, important people are at an event like that. For example, this past Wednesday, I went to a Bison's game, and there was a very important person there by the name of Andrew Peters. Andrew Peters, for those of you who aren't familiar, first of all, you should be watching hockey. But if you're not familiar, Andrew Peters is the Sabres enforcer. He's their beat-em-up guy. And he was throwing out the first pitch at the Bison's game, hit Buster Bison with it. Buster Bison charged the mound, and Peters pummeled him. So it was a lot of fun. The Bison's game was always cool. Well, right up until the ninth inning when we lost. But one thing of note at the Bison's game, this is painful. During the Star Spangled Banner, oh say can you see? I'll tell you what. Put on the screen what I saw. Yeah. Note to whoever that was, fix that. Don't let it happen again. Ugh. Anyway, at least the Bison's game wasn't rained out. We thought about going to the game the night before, and I'm glad we didn't because that game was rained out. Speaking of things being rained out, what is with the weather? I don't get it. I mean, it's raining out today. It rained out yesterday. It rained out the day before that. This is summer, right? I mean, the winters might suck, but the summers are supposed to be warm and at least partly dry. I mean, I know it needs to rain every once in a while, but I could mow my lawn daily at this point and not keep up altogether. I don't know. I was afraid that it was going to rain Friday night and I would miss the Riders on the Storm concert in Lockport, which rocked, by the way. I think anyone who's ever been to college is a Doors fan. Let me rephrase that. Anyone who's ever dormed at college is a Doors fan. You're not really a college student unless you live on campus. That's my rule. That's the way it is. So I think that anybody who's ever lived in a dorm is a Doors fan. I don't know what it is. When you get there, they give you a bar of soap, a toothbrush, and a Doors CD, the double CD. I think it's just called the Doors. Anyway, and a free bag of pot, which I'm surprised they weren't handing out Friday night because, it was there. It was in the air, but it was a great concert. The band commented on the reefer in the air. They also made some political commentary, including, I'm going to say F. Bush, although that's not what they said. But they said it repeatedly. Brett Scallion, the new lead singer for Riders on the Storm, which is basically the Doors. It's the members of the Doors who have not yet killed themselves in a bathtub. So Brett Scallion was pretty decent. Kind of sounded like Ringo Starr, but, good nonetheless. Ray Manzarek, the best. Although he reminded me of Rick Jenneret, another hockey analogy if you're missing this. You really got to watch hockey. I'm working on soccer. You work on hockey. That's the way it's going to work. Back to the whole marijuana thing. I thought it was kind of funny because it was kind of flaunted, although I'm starting to think that maybe half the police department didn't really care anyway. Might they want it legalized as well? Or will this be the nail in the Riders on the Storm coffin as far as coming to Lockport? Maybe they won't be invited back. Actually, this is kind of cool. I heard this story. The Riders on the Storm, they were, a friend of mine saw them in town on Friday and said, why Lockport? And they said, well, we knew Boston loved us. We knew New York loved us, but we've never been to Lockport, so we decided to come to Lockport. So I don't know if they like turned down Boston and New York City to come here, but they came here and it was phenomenal. At least we have concerts to have, by the way. Those poor folks in North Tonawanda, the more I hear about this story, the fishier it sounds with their liquor license being yanked from the state liquor authority. I'm really starting to wonder if there's more politics in that than they've let on about. If you would like to send me your comment on that, reply to this video or shoot me out an email, scott@scottleffler.com. It's just, the whole thing is just sort of fishy. Strange, even. Anyway, on that note, that's my video commentary for the day. A little bit of everything all rolled into one because I've got so many things going on, and it's a beautiful Sunday. Oh, no, it's raining again. Or still. I'm not sure. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to watch more Olympics. How much Olympics are you watching? There's a poll on my website at scottleffler.com. Click on over to that and vote in that poll. Are you watching a lot, a little, or none? Who's watching no Olympics? It's funny because I don't really like the Summer Olympics, but I watch it anyway. The Winter Olympics, that's my thing. You know why? Hockey. I'm Scott Leffler. You've been watching video commentary by me, Scott Leffler. See you soon.